Thank you very much for inviting me to talk about carbon neutrality for business and about how we can really make a better century. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself first. I learned about the state of the environment here in Bristol studying zoology. It breaks my heart that we are going to lose 50% of species and have a world only habitable for 1 billion people by the end of this century if we carry on as we are. The climate and ecological crisis irks me. Nonetheless, like every Western citizen, I stuck my head in the ground about the issue for 7 years and got on with my life. After selling my business here in Bristol, I rethought my options and decided I would man up to the problem. My reason? What's the point of life if we don't leave an abundant and habitable world? Since I have been a sustainability consultant, have run the Green Party of England and Wales during the Green Surge, I have worked for a Renewable Energy Trade Association, lobbying for renewable energy change. I've learned everything about rewilding and nature and how we can make that better through the Wildlife Trust. I've tackled this issue for over 10 years, and it's still getting worse. Global greenhouse gases last year rose. We now have a concentration of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere which is unheard of for 2 million years. 56% of our species are in decline and 10% are due to go extinct. I have failed, but so has the whole sustainability movement. Why is this? And how can we make change? And why does the sustainability movement fail? The reason is because we live within a consumerist culture and we've got short-term politics. We need a cultural revolution. This is why carbon neutrality in the next 10 years is such a challenge. In the last 30, little progress has been made, and we're coming from this at a standing start. And it means new energy, heating and transport systems, restoration of habitats to sequester carbon, alongside a sea change in culture. We are going to need to do this differently. We are going to need to work together better. We all need a space to be inspired, to learn and to help others. And I don't just mean this lovely event. This support needs to be accessed daily. And what if in that place you're rewarded for taking action? What if socially you're rewarded for taking action? Well, I introduced Better Century, a social network, a community interest company, the hub around which people, organisations and governments may get support in helping turn the prospects of this century around. We use collective expertise and knowledge to tackle any problem at an individual, organisation or geographical level. The community has already co-authored guides to buying an electric vehicle, renewable energy supply, reducing single-use plastic, ethical investments, and microgeneration of renewable energy. Challenges are being undertaken on the site so collective action can be seen to realise less waste, energy and impacts. On top of that, we have hundreds of human experiences of people making those changes which you can tap into. Our full mission is to improve use and sharing of resources so we can create an environment where all life thrives. To truly make that happen, knowledge needs to flow like water. Where one company has learned how to greatly reduce their impact, they need to share this. This transition relies on new technology, ways of working, and insight into supply chains. Shared knowledge and experience can help everyone, if you're an individual or a business. Businesses will need to be leaders in helping achieve a culture shift. And let me tell you, if we do achieve a radical outcome like carbon neutrality, eyes will fall on those who didn't, and those who were late. In future, I want to see recognition and community support to be given to those forward-looking businesses who are making the transition and being part of the solution. And we can help them overcome this insurmountable mountain. But if we do realise it here in Bristol and across the world, we will have left a legacy to be proud of. Cleaner air, more water, less cars, and more walking, cycling and public transport. Clean water and local food. What's not to like? But all this in more in 10 years? Think about the change required. The industry, the movement of money. We are going to need to be creative, and the best way of doing that is by putting as many people with experience together to problem solve. You're going to need to invest in new vehicles, energy efficiency measures, renewable energy, different office working and waste systems. New technology will need to be adopted on a scale never previously imagined. And this will require new businesses and innovations to fill the niches. So come and share what you're doing as a business or an individual to come and create a better century, and come and share what you're doing to create a carbon neutral future. And if you are bewildered about what to do, simply come and ask our community. Simply come and get advice about what you can do. Well, we have already businesses showing that they are doing a hell of a lot, but we need to build this valuable knowledge base. If you want privacy for discussions within or between businesses, this can be achieved too. We have categories for homes, transport, living, money and places. It's a web of information held together by tags, topics and conversations. You can tap into it today for free, right away on bettercentury.org. We are developing the ultimate knowledge base and peer support network for sustainable living. You should simply come and join us. It's quite easy. You can sign in through Facebook or Twitter, or you can even come and see me at the stand at the back. We could get your business, we could even set up your business sustainability group in a private discussion forum area. So you can cut down on emails and your team can ask expert opinion. If you're serving a larger community of your own, partner with us. Your customer base could get support from another and access a wealth of information about how to live more sustainably. Also, you get advertising for free as people gave referrals. The opportunity at Better Century is truly endless. Together, we can achieve carbon neutrality. I look forward to speaking to you at our stand and also seeing you simply come and join the site. Don't be afraid, sign up. We are a sustainability alternative to Facebook and Twitter. Greta Thunberg says, why aren't we spending all of our time trying to tackle the biggest crisis in our time? Why aren't we all just talking about that now? Well, come and join a social network and talk about how you can make the transition. Abandon Facebook, abandon Twitter. Come and be part of the solution. And just to let you know, we look after your data. And all the money we make will be reinvested in our mission. All the money which we make will be put back into helping create a better century where all life thrives. We will fund charities, community initiatives. We will truly make our place a hub for change. And what's not to like? Why not get involved today? Come and sign up at www.bettercentury.org. You can do it through Facebook, Twitter, whatever means you like. But come and help be part of the solution and learn, be inspired and help others. Thank you.